Welcome back to Nothing at Midnight. I am your host, Ricky, with my co-host today, Mac.
How's it going?
And the man behind the camera, Pete.
Yo.
And today we were going to tell you how bad we did on these March Madness picks. Pick again because we're a bunch of dumbasses and can't pick right. And then we'll walk you into the song of the week. So let's get started. Pete, let's do the recap.
All right. So although in last week's episode Mac wasn't able to make it, he did make picks off on the side. Our overall scores so far, Ricky, you and I went 6 for 6, and Mac, you went 3 for 9.
Hell yeah.
Based on the games that we picked, Mac, you had picked Duke over St. John's, UConn over Michigan State, Iowa over Nebraska, and then Houston over Illinois, Iowa State over Texas, and then Michigan over Bama over Michigan. My bad. Texas over Purdue, and Arkansas over Arizona. Ricky, you picked Duke over St. John, UConn over Michigan, Iowa over Nebraska, Houston over Illinois, Alabama over Michigan, Tennessee. Or I put Texas down there tonight. It's supposed to be Tennessee. Tennessee over Iowa State, not Texas. Arizona over Arkansas, and then Texas over Purdue. And I had Duke over St. John's, UConn over Michigan State, Nebraska over Iowa, Houston over Illinois, Michigan over Alabama, Iowa State over Tennessee, Arizona over Arkansas, and then Purdue over Texas.
All right. So who is in the Final Four?
Well, we're working to there real quick.
We don't have to recap who beat who. We just...
All right, then, if you want to go straight to Final Four.
Yeah.
We have, on one side of the bracket, UConn won the East bracket, Illinois won the South bracket, Michigan won the Midwest bracket, and then Arizona won the West bracket.
Okay.
So first game we're going to look at is number 2 UConn versus number 3 Illinois. Any thoughts here?
I'm taking UConn.
Ricky, you have UConn?
I've got UConn. They did pretty well in the bracket so far. They've had a couple of close games, but they tend to play towards their opponents. So I got to give them credit where it's due.
Mac?
Yeah, I'm going to go with UConn as well.
Number 2 UConn, and I am taking number 2 UConn as well. We are all unanimously agreeing that UConn is going to beat number 3 Illinois. Looking at their prior games, we have, starting with Illinois, for the South bracket, it was number 9 Iowa versus number 3 Illinois. Illinois won that game 71-59. Now moving up to Duke versus UConn. UConn won that game 73-72. Looking at the other side of the Final Four, we have number 1 Arizona against number 1 Michigan. Any thoughts?
I'm taking Michigan. Arizona did really well, and they put a whooping on, was it Texas?
Purdue.
Or Purdue. And didn't they face Tennessee as well? No, Michigan faced Tennessee.
So they put a whooping on Arkansas, 109-88, and then Purdue beat Texas by 2. This past game, Arizona beat them 79-64.
Yeah, I'm taking Michigan.
What about you, Mac?
I don't know. Looking at their stats, they're both pretty evenly matched. Like some of it's not even a full percentage difference. Like their 3-pointers for Michigan is 36.2, and then for Arizona it's 35.6. I'm probably going to lean towards Michigan.
Michigan as well?
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a pretty tight game.
I feel like Michigan passes the eye test between similar stats, similar players, everything matches across the board. Then it comes down to the eye test. And to me, Michigan plays more aggressive, and they don't let off the gas when they're winning.
Yeah. Looking at, I don't know. All I know is looking at their stats is that it's going to be pretty good.
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now we have championship game prediction real quick. We all have number 2 UConn versus number 1 Michigan. Who are you taking and why?
I'm taking UConn.
Ricky has number 2 UConn.
The Huskies have been in there the last 5 years, 6 years, since the turn of the decade. So that's got to be credit for some. If you go there continuously,
they won it twice in a row within the decade.
That's championship pedigree right there.
Yeah.
So Michigan's pretty good in football, but their basketball, I don't know how well they performed as far as getting to the finals, the championship games.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of pressure to be having on some players. And if you've never been there and your coach isn't experienced enough to get you there, like, hey, that's congrats to them for getting there the first time. But if you've been there a whole bunch, you're going to take it.
Yeah, I agree.
So you're taking UConn as well?
Yeah.
All right. That was pretty quick. Both of y'all have number 2 UConn winning the championship.
You got
I'm
Michigan?
actually taking Michigan. I'm taking number 1 Michigan. I feel like overall throughout the entirety of the tournament, they have been very consistent, very good in terms of scoring. Defensively, they've done really well overall. I feel like they're going to give UConn a good run for their money. I see them. I know I said it prior that I think if anybody could stop Michigan, it would be UConn. But, I mean, I'll give UConn the credit to the fact that they bounced back pretty well. But I think Michigan will just slightly get that edge. I think Michigan has it this year.
So call it within 10 or over 10, the score.
Within 10.
Within 10?
Within 10.
What are you thinking?
I'd probably say the same thing. It's either.
I'm thinking it's going to be a 5-point game.
Yeah.
So we all have within 10 points for the game.
Yeah. No. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now we come to Ricky and Pete's pick of the week as far as games go. I have UConn Duke, and I believe you do as well, right?
I do as well, yes.
Yeah. That game came down to the wire. I was watching the game for a little bit, and I tuned out around the second half. And Pete brought it to my attention that it came down to 3 seconds.
It came down to about the last 5 seconds. Duke was up 2. It was 72-70, and
A 36-foot shot later, and UConn's going and Duke's not.
yep.
That's a testament to their shooting ability, the coaching, and the players. And that's one hell of a game.
Oh yeah, that's because UConn was at one point down 19 points. It was a 19-point deficit,
Yeah.
and at the 5-minute mark, and they came all the way back. So, hence why I mentioned on my pick for the championship game, like UConn, they can bounce back, but I think Michigan is going to take the edge, especially if UConn starts out slow.
If we're doing an analysis of this game, Michigan doesn't let off the gas. So if UConn can keep that gap within 10 points consistently throughout the game, I think it'll come down to the wire in the quarter.
Very much.
But
will.
if they get over, I think 10 to like 13 points, 10 to 12 points, they keep it there, they have a chance to win.
Mhm.
Anything over 15, they're done.
Yeah. See, everything says that whoever wins Arizona, Michigan is going to win the championship game. I do feel like UConn is going to beat Illinois pretty good, but it can go either way. But I think Michigan, so long as they stay on that gas the minute that game starts, they'll do really well. That's at least my thoughts on it here. Because, yeah, Arizona's done pretty good within their bracket. Michigan has done exceptional within their bracket. Illinois, to make it here, did really well. They had to beat a pretty tough Houston team, as it is already, and then a miracle run from Iowa. And then UConn, of course, had to beat a lot of very power-heavy basketball schools in UCLA, Michigan State, and Duke. I think it'll be Michigan, UConn, with Michigan taking the lead. Of course, we all have them two in our finals, but y'all have UConn edging out over Michigan.
Let the best team win.
Let it be so.
All right, now we got your song of the week. What do we got today? What genre?
What genre? I don't even know what genre it is.
Are you gonna take a guess on what this is? He picks between the new metal, 70s and 80s rock. And have you gone into heavy metal yet?
I have not.
I know you've touched grunge already, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
This one's actually coming off on a very, very different direction.
I'm
So
going new metal, Linkin Park.
You're thinking Linkin Park is going to give us the song of the week.
Yeah, what do you got?
Other than a gut feeling, and just because I think it'd be funny, I think it might be Korn.
Corn.
Corn?
All right.
Well, give me 1 second.
He just changes it because one of us got it right.
No, I haven't changed it. It's still loaded up right here.
He's like, damn, I got mine. Fucking asshole. Guess my song. He's like, now it's Britney Spears.
Actually, guys, now we're kicking it a little old school. Have you heard of Kanye West?
Yeah, no, not even Kanye.
He's like,
West.
have you ever heard of the great song "Run Around Sue"? Getting real old school.
Wow, all right. I didn't. Apparently, what I can see here,
It's
this
just
is,
a Halo theme song.
released this year on February 15th. Our song of the week is brought to us by Temper City. You're both wrong. It's Temper City Self-Aware.
Oh damn! I didn't guess that. I just heard that song on the way up here.
That's why y'all are both on a very far off track. Y'all are right for a normal song of the week, but I went a little different this week.
I'll take it.
So let us quickly listen to Self-Aware by Temper City.
I'm just waiting for the Gorillaz to make an appearance on the song of the week.
They will someday.
It's honestly the best way I can describe the song is an earworm. Like once you hear it, it's kind of like stuck with you for a little bit.
Who's that one guy that had the bowl cut and the Janko jeans that was popular a few years ago? You guys remember? Like scooters and stuff.
What?
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do, but I
think
don't know
so.
his name.
I don't know either, but that song, like, it sounds similar to the songs that he's made. You know what I'm talking?
Who did I tell you this sounded like? This sounded like I told Pete this sounded like Lonely Island. Do you know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
With Andy Samberg.
Oliver Tree, that's the guy.
Oliver Tree? Yeah. I guess a little bit like Oliver Tree. But
He's got a badass mullet. I'm gonna look at that.
Right.
that's something right there, man. But do y'all have anything to add as far as March Madness or the song of the week?
I don't personally. What about you, Mac?
No, I got nothing. This is the first March Madness I paid attention to, if I'm being honest. So,
Guys, I
Sound
know
new
this
to
was a little short, but it's because we have a quick turnaround time for these episodes for March Madness. Please like and leave comments, even if they're a little out of whack. Some people are going to say Aggies go all the way, and to you I say fuck you, fuck the Aggies. But
Actually, the only other thing I can actually add now that I think about it is this episode we made our Final Four and championship games. The Final Four games between UConn, Illinois, and Arizona and Michigan take place this Saturday, April 4th, and the championship game will take place Monday, April 6th.
all right, so we'll have your results next week, and we're either going to be happy and Pete's going to be sad, or we're all going to be sad because none of us made it. So we'll see what happens. Actually, there's a third option where
We're all sad
we're all sad. Or
because Illinois whoops UConn and Arizona whoops Michigan. And
yeah,
we're all wrong.
and now we're all pissed because we're like, well, shit, messed up our picks. But this is Ricky, and I'm signing off. Good night.
Night.
all right.